ultimate fanfare.
It's ultimate fanfare.
What's going on, world? Welcome to this episode of the PlayAction Podcast. We got Brandon Hill and we got my dog Colin. What's up, bro?
Man, I'm doing awesome because the NFL schedule is out. We get to see, we'll talk about your Ravens, we'll talk about my Giants, but the first thing I want to talk about is the international schedule. This year, I'm never really that excited about the international schedule because the Giants usually playing, in London or whatever, and the game's always on at a weird time. But this year, they've got a slate of games out there. I mean, I'm going to read them right now. We got 3 London games. And Jacksonville somehow got punished with 2 of those games, by the way. I don't know how that happened. Jacksonville got punished with 2. They got to face the Texans, so they're going to get throttled by the Texans. And then they got to face the Eagles, which I think is a bit of a toss-up, depending on how dominating the Philadelphia defense is going to be. And then you got, the Colts and Commanders of the toss-up. But you got a Paris-France game. Okay, Munich, Germany. Not a first there. Madrid, Spain. Melbourne, Australia. Rio, Brazil, by the way, your team's playing there. Ravens, Cowboys, Rio, Brazil. That's going to be... Bro, let's see what happens. I'm not opposed to going to that game and broadcasting from Brazil. For that game there. I mean, that would be a great game. And then Mexico City, Mexico, Vikings, and the 49ers. Man, we were saying off camera, if the NFL is trying to go international... They're doing it. This is the best, I guess, foray into the international scene of any sporting, any team that I've ever seen, any association I've ever seen. The basketball they try to do a little bit, but we have international players playing here. Here we got the NFL going out there, and I think it's awesome.
Oh yeah, with all the logistics that goes into that, and playing on with the broadcasting and putting, to make sure the field is okay and suitable for the players for safety reasons and everything else. Bro, just to see them go to Australia, right. that is wild, bro. Like, I respect, because even Madrid, that's an entirely new market, I believe, for the NFL.
Yes.
So that's impressive. Mexico City. Hopefully they can keep the security on point, because we know how Mexico get down. We're just saying, I'm cool. We cool with Mexico. We cool. Saying my Mexicans. We just know how some stuff happens when you go to Mexico, and it's some awesome things, but it's some, some not so awesome things as well. But yes, I am impressed with the NFL and the slate of international games. This is amazing. I think it's going to do a lot to broaden the NFL's reach and audience into different markets, because a lot of people don't necessarily understand the NFL and the rules of the game. So it gives them a chance to see it in real time, in real life, and experience it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's exciting for the NFL and for fans, because when we have these international games, we get more football throughout the day. Okay? There's going to be more games on during the week. And so, I love football every single day. On Sundays, obviously, I'm excited because you got football on all day long. But if I'm going to get it now on some Friday night games, obviously Thursday night games, Monday night games, Sunday night games, and now the odd Tuesday or Wednesday night game, or morning game, I am so excited. I think that we should keep this going and maybe expand the league. I want football year-round, but again, it's a very violent game. We can't have football year-round. I'm just being selfish. Speaking of selfishness, my man here is a Ravens fan, and I'm looking at the Ravens schedule right now, and I gotta say, even though we don't know how not Mike McCarthy. Who's y'all got as your coach again? I'm sitting there. I'm lost words.
I can't think of his name right now either, but yeah, I know.
But you got your guy there as the coach. We don't know how they're gonna do. We don't know how the defense is gonna be. We don't know how Lamar is going to react to this new coach and offensive coordinator. But with that being said, Lamar, you still have Derrick Henry. They fortified the offense. The defense is gonna be. It's Baltimore. I expect the defense to be pretty good. And looking at the schedule, I gotta say, I got maybe 5 toss-up games, and the rest are very, very winnable for a capable Baltimore Raven team. And so I'm going to ask you this, brother. Do you think the Ravens are going to continue on and have a great season, or you worry that they're going to have a little bit of growing pains with the new regime?
I believe we're gonna have a 11 plus win season. That's how I feel. I feeling real confident
Love it.
into our
Love
team.
it.
I don't say, I mean, 11 wins is be a lot. Like I just said, you just said 5 of those are toss ups.
Yeah.
So if we handle business like we're supposed to handle business, 10, 11 games should be doable. And if we, could swing the pole, the pendulum on a couple of those, we might get to 12 or 13, wins. That'll be awesome. But new coach, we never know how this is going to go. But it's one key game that I was looking at that Ravens schedule at. I believe week 5, October 11th. They play the Falcons in Atlanta.
In ATL, baby.
ATL is going to be electric that weekend. Thank you. It is Sunday Night Football, prime time. Thank you, NFL schedule makers, for doing this for us, because fall weather is going to be in full effect. We going to be outside that whole weekend. Thank you, because that is going to be a magnificent weekend. I've already started looking up prices for the tickets. So we going to see if we get to the game, because this is the closest thing I'm going to have to watching a player like Michael Vick in Atlanta.
Oh, my
God. Because closest thing. So and of course, hometown, Boynton Beach High. He just got his jersey retired this past weekend. I don't know if you've seen that on social media though.
No, I missed it.
But he got his high school. He got in the Hall of Fame. Got retired back in Boynton Beach.
That's
so
cool.
Shout out my boy LeBron Jackson.
Yes.
Doing great things. But yes, hopefully my dog will have bounce back, have a good season. But yes, I am predicting 11 plus wins this season. Yes.
I'd say lock it in. I think that's very, very doable. Like I said, I only saw 5 games where they would consider toss-ups, and even there they can be questioned, because I consider the Charger game a toss-up game. Yet you never know what you're going to get when it comes to the Los Angeles Chargers. So moving on to the New York Giants, the New York Football Giants. That's my squad there. And no, I'm not going to say the Giants are about to win 11 games. Absolutely not. However, what I'm going to say is they were 1-7 in one-score games last year. And, getting a handful of wins, getting 5 wins, if we were somehow able to get 50% of those one-score game victories, that would add 3 more wins to our docket, which would give us 8 wins. And I think an 8-9 season would be a successful season for the New York Giants. Even though John Harbaugh stated, hey, we're not here to rebuild, we're here to win a Super Bowl. And I love that. However, the team we have is the same team we had last year, minus Russell Wilson, and then adding in a healthy Malik Neighbors, Cam Skadden would come back healthy, and obviously adding Arlo Reese and Francis Mauigoa in draft. I think that the Giants can definitely could make the playoffs. But I'm saying if we get 8 wins, I would consider that a successful season, because at least we'll be trending in the right direction and not muddling around at the very bottom of the league. I'd feel more comfortable going in the league next year than if we won 11 games or 12 games. We've seen that playoff run happen before a couple times in the past. I want to see us have some steady progress. And if we happen to pop, then we pop. But I want to see at least 8 wins.
I can understand you want to be conservative and you want to be humble with it. But man, pop your stuff, bro. We got a quarterback now, bro. Pop your stuff. We got a quarterback. That's what you need in the NFL. Yeah, you need a quarterback and you need a number 1 wide receiver. We have that. And they have not played really like that much together. So we don't really know what next season was going to look like. Okay, my boy Dart coming back, second year, you know what I'm saying? Like, he going to have some stuff, with him. He going to figure out some stuff. He not coming in, shell-shocked. So,
yeah.
And my boy, I love my boy Scatterbull. He healed back. I see him out, in the streets running around lately, He need to calm down a little bit. I love it, but just stay out the news and stay out, stay out the limelight, But I love it. You're supposed to be rambunctious. When you got a running back, you want your running back to run through a wall. So, hey, bro. I'm cool with it, old school football, Bass Brothers. So I want to see the Bass Brothers back. And then we get Neighbors back, bro. We got a number 1, a legit number 1. And you know what the Giants do with number one wide receivers, Odell Beckham Jr. I'm just saying, there's a possibility of him coming back as well. I've been hearing those rumors, and I'm not saying that he's not, obviously he's not prime Odell, you know what I'm saying, but he's still Odell. He like how Reggie Bush, his aura as the new generation is saying, but like his reputation gonna speak for himself. So like his reputation gonna garner some attention. The safety gonna
absolutely.
Look.
Yes.
He just
got to get on the field. He's got to get on the field. And he's got to stay on the field.
Stay healthy.
I would love to see the way Randy Moss went from Oakland, languishing there, to popping again with New England. Now, I'm not saying Odell's going to do that because he spent way too many years injured. Randy was just on a bad squad.
Yeah.
But if he can come to the Giants and they can give him a couple opportunities where he can do his famous, sluggos, comebacks, digs, if he's able to do those kind of type things just a few times a game, like you said, make the safety think twice again. Let Malik go and blow the top off. Or let Malik get there, make them thinking to blow the top off, and get scat the ball with a light box, and just let us, beat people up the way John Harper wants to do, which is why we drafted Ferris Manoa 10th overall. So yeah, I'm excited too. But you know me, I'm trying to temper my excitement because I get excited. I'm like a Cowboys fan. Every year's our year. Not quite like that, but I do get excited to where I'm thinking, oh, maybe. And I've been getting too excited and maybeing for too many years, and I want to feel like I've learned my lesson, and I'm just gonna try to be chill and be cool. Not as cool as some folks, but I'm as cool as I can.
Okay, I feel you. I mean, I don't know how cool you could be with the next subject, because I know, speaking of New York teams, I'll let you lead into it. My bad, bro. I ain't want to, steal it from you. I know.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers, man. We got to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, he's officially heading back to Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited that he's going back to Pittsburgh because he didn't wait till like week 1 to say he's coming back. He's actually just was an adult and said, yes, I'm coming back. You guys prepare. I don't have to worry about, trying to get a quarterback ready. I got Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I got Will Howard backing him up, but I got Aaron Rodgers come in to play. And Grant, is that the best situation for the Pittsburgh Steelers long term? But it's not bad for Mike McCarthy because he needs to have a successful season. He is the 4th coach of the Steelers, I think.
Yep.
And if he messes this up, the Steelers are going to become like a regular team, and he's going to make it a year, maybe. Because Pittsburgh's like, okay, we're not giving you 10 years like the last guy. Okay, we're not doing that. You got to show us some success from the jump. Because you got to be successful with this old guy who doesn't like you when y'all were together in Green Bay.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't understand this either. But this is not really like Aaron Rodgers was Aaron Rodgers because he could move around in the pocket.
Right. Yes.
It wasn't like he was just laser accurate and could read defenses immaculate. Like
he was pretty good at that too, though.
He was good, but his athleticism was one of his. He was like, he moving like a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like he was out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, making people miss. And it's like, bro, Aaron Rodgers was that dude for a good little time. And like hearing stories about how Brady is talking about how he diagnoses like defenses and he just read so much, watched so much film and like really studied and understood body movements in certain plays, and he knew, all right, they dropping back in cover 2 after this. Oh, okay, they blitzing. Okay, I can see certain things. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers has that much attention to detail as it takes an older, aging quarterback to have, because Brady said that was his superpower, and I think it's cool right now that he's able to, let that out. But Aaron, outside of Aaron Rodgers' extracurricular activities, I'm not judging all that. But it's like I don't understand. I don't think he's putting that much time and effort, and especially now, not right now with a coach that he don't like. at the end of his Mike McCarthy's tenure down there, he did. I don't think Aaron Rodgers really respected him like that.
No, I don't think he did, and I think Mike McCarthy's voice kind of got stale to Aaron. Just Aaron is a bristly guy. He's not a get along kind of person like you see like a Russell Wilson is, like a Patrick Mahomes is. Where he can respect the coach and just go about his business. Aaron's gonna go by kind of run by the beat of his own drum. He's always been that way, and he's been really successful that way. I'm interested to see where is Aaron going to be so prideful, like when they drafted Jordan Love, and he went and said, okay, fine, draft a quarterback. I'm going to have an MVP season. And he had an MVP season. Does he have that in him now? No, he doesn't have that in him now, but I think he can still roll back the clock. He's been in the league for a long time, and he might surprise us with, he's never been the old dog learning new tricks. He's kind of just, this is what I want to do. This is the offense I want to have. I don't want to have any motion. I just want to run a standard, boring, old offense.
Yeah.
With primetime players, which I don't have. But this Pittsburgh team ain't bad. With DK there, you've got Warren there running back. You got DK. I think they drafted a couple people who I didn't really pay attention to what Pittsburgh was doing. I was really just watching to see what Aaron Rodgers was going to do. You're going to retire, you're going to come back. But I think Pittsburgh's going to be okay. I think Aaron's going to be okay. Are they going to win 12 games? No. Are they going to make the playoffs? Probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, because we have so much faith in that organization, like you can almost like pencil them in for like 8 to 10 wins every season, and it's like some seasons they're gonna be mediocre, some seasons they're gonna be a little bit better, and it's like they have been the rock solid organization pretty much my whole life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
So. Like you just said, Mike McCarthy's on a short leash because they're not gonna give him 10 years.
Because I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers for how long?
Exactly.
They might be tied together,
bro. I don't understand why they even. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. If they were in a win now window, like I don't know why teams are feeling like. When Peyton Manning went to Denver, right? Denver felt like they were a quarterback away. Now, albeit a Hall of Fame quarterback who's not 40, by the way. Peyton wasn't that old when they went to Denver.
Yeah.
But they were a quarterback away, and they were a quarterback away. They went to two Super Bowls and winning one. I don't think Pittsburgh is a quarterback away from winning a Super Bowl, right? I just don't see it. And you see other teams will do the same. They'll try to just add a quarterback in there. Giants tried to do it with adding Russell Wilson in there, and don't get me wrong, some of these guys can still play, but if you're not just a quarterback away, you're just putting yourself another year behind everybody else because you're still another year away from having a quarterback. And is Will Howard going to be that guy? I don't know. He looks like he might. 6'5", 230, big, strong guy, built like Josh Allen, runs like a chair. But who knows? You gotta give him a shot, You gotta give him a shot. You know who has a shot? The NBA Finals are back. And the Final Four is set. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Out west, you got the first and second seeds, Thunder, Spurs. And out east, you got third and fourth seeds, Knicks, Cavs. So I'll start off with the Knicks, Cavs. Cavs close out Detroit, which I am so surprised on how they mollywopped and just drug the freaking Pistons through the mud at their own game. The freaking defensive up and down the court, and the Cavs just mollywopped him. Albeit to what you said, James Harden had a bad game, yet his team won in spite of him. Usually, James Harden is the best player in his team, and he has a bad game 7, and they get ousted. But this time he had a bad game 7, which was standard, but at least they won. And now it's going to be Knicks and Cavs. And this Cavaliers team looks motivated. And I know you said they're going to get dog walked by the Knicks. Do you feel different after watching them put a 30-point beating down on the Pistons?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Donovan Mitchell, I have zero faith in James Harden. Zero faith. Negative faith in James Harden in the playoffs. But Donovan Mitchell, hey bro, he's showing me something. And
oh god, yes.
And to be honest with you, like his size is. he might be the one to be able to guard Brunson. To be to be real with you, if he really want to take that challenge, and he can afford the foul, stay out of foul trouble with it. Hey, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely, and I think that's a great matchup, Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. Although I would say Donovan Mitchell has obviously the upper hand when it comes to athleticism. I've seen some blocks, some highlight blocks that Donovan does, and obviously Jalen's not that defensive type player. And I also give kudos to Donovan in this that was surprising, watching how he did not struggle against Asur Thompson the way everyone else struggles against Asur Thompson. At Thompson, he wasn't guarding Donovan Mitchell only during the game. He guarded Evan Mobley even during the game. But watching Donovan just be methodical with a guy who's bigger and stronger and I would say more athletic than Thompson, still just played his game. Jalen Brunson, I think, is one of the best offensive guards in the NBA. Maybe the best offensive guard in the NBA. But when it comes to Thompson, he struggles against both Thompsons. I'm an honest. Yeah. He struggles against both guys. And but Donovan, he just pretty much walked right through them, and I don't know how we're gonna stop him. Honestly, I don't know how the Knicks can stop Donovan Mitchell. He's too fast, too explosive. He's got this little euro and this little floater push shot that he does. No one knows when he's releasing it, so you're not blocking it. And he is very, very effective at shooting.
Because he spent so many years out there in Utah that like people kind of like just didn't really pay him attention.
Yes.
And it's like broken hoop, and like since he's not like the typical 6'5", 6'6" peak athletic, dude, we don't really like look at him as a superstar, I guess. But he one of them like smaller guards, like. I think he's still like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Yeah. So like that's right there with the Dwayne Wade's. Dwayne was 6'3", 6'4".
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie.
Steph, Kyrie, one of my favorite, D Rose.
Yeah, D Rose, Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd. But I'm excited to see how this series. I believe the Knicks are going to win, but I mean, I just don't really have too much faith in, like I say, the second player. I mean, to be honest with you, this series we're gonna see how it goes because like Cat being the second option, I feel that much comfortable with Cat being the second option in the playoffs because at least he been like playing closer to the basket now and trying to do the right thing and not shooting.
Yeah.
Crazy threes and stuff like that. Like he just don't care. But I mean, he can still shoot the timely threes. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
But he has an advantage down low, unlike when he didn't have that against Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is just bigger and stronger. But Carter Towns is just as big, if not bigger. Well, he's bigger than Evan Mobley for sure. And I think he's a little bit bigger than Jared Allen too. And I love Jared Allen. I love Jared Allen. But I think you had Mitchell Robinson and Carlton Towns against Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Defensively, I like the Knicks. Offensively, Evan Mobley's a bad man. He's a bad man.
I feel you. I mean, but like I said, zero faith in James Harden. I know I'm not. I'm dragging on him, but like, I'm never going to pick like a James Harden team to put the win in the playoffs. This just doesn't make sense to me.
They're going to have to sweep the Knicks. If it goes to Game 7, I'm definitely taking the Knicks if James Harden's playing. Every single time. I'm definitely taking him. You know what's probably also going to go to Game 7? Thunder Spurs. Spurs close out Minnesota kind of the same way, the Cavaliers close out the Pistons. Spurs just mollywopped the Timberwolves. I mean, 8 minutes. Timberwolves emptied their bench with 8 minutes left in the game. 8 minutes left, and they just dumped it out. Anthony was dapping people up with 8 minutes left to go in the game. Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't see why my boy Anthony, Edwards, what I'm saying, is getting some flack about that, bro. I don't understand, like, how does good sportsmanship, what I'm saying, getting talked down upon? Like, I see Haslem and them dudes, I'll never do that. I'm like, bro, he know he gonna be out of here after the game. He ain't trying to dap everybody up after the game because they got interviews and stuff to do.
Yeah.
he ain't trying to do because what the Isaiah Thomas did back in the day, just walk off, sulking and put his head down and I ain't shaking their hand. He went and dapped everybody up, looked them in their eyes, respect them, and like good game, good series. I holler at y'all in the all season, and it's like I don't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, bro, they got whooped, and it's like, bro, my boy wasn't 100%. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards came in. He wasn't 100. Them knees is bad. Yeah, but it ain't too much he can do. Like with that alien on the team, it's like
and all them studs around him.
Yeah, and
them studs.
The Spurs are the Spurs again.
Yeah,
and whoever is running that organization, their talent department. Chef kiss. Like, God dang.
They are a trust the process team. Trust the process. They know what they're doing.
Every time. Bro, every time. They got, I think the dude named Wagner, I think his name is. It's like he played a 2-guard, 2-3. Bro, I see this dude do some stuff. I'm like, hey, bro, he a hooper. And it's like, he just playing inside the system.
Yeah.
But like I see it, and that's what the Spurs are known for. Like Kawhi, when he was like Spurs Kawhi, pre-injury Kawhi, couldn't nobody do nothing with him. And like I was trying to tell people Kawhi was top 3 in the league for a while. And nobody was like, oh no, he ain't doing it, he ain't that. I'm like, bro, this dude is locking down LeBron in the finals.
Yeah,
like he's not top 3, and he can score on anybody. Like, bro, what? Like when I seen LeBron look back, he's at the free throw, look back and seeing Kawhi check it in and be like, damn. I was like, hey, this dude might, but like. That's another dude that the Spurs just drafted, I think, out of like San Jose State or something like that. Like, and he just blossomed to be a star.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I remember it was an interview with Greg Popovich, and it was during Kawhi's rookie season, and they're talking about the team, this, that, the other, and I remember Greg Popovich turned to the camera saying, "Hey, you watch out for Kawhi Leonard. He's gonna become a star. He's gonna be a star." Like, and nobody knew it. He's going to be an okay player. We'll see. But no, but Pop said he's going to be a star. And he was so right. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, if you can just take out the injury portion of his career, his athletic skills, his skill set is, it's like as if Scottie Pippen got to play in the NBA without Michael Jordan, right? With all of his defensive abilities, and now offensively, without Michael Jordan, he gets to get all the shots and play all the defense. That was Kawhi Leonard. His entire time there in San Antonio, and then went to Toronto, and at certain points of his career there with the Clippers, as long as he's healthy, he's been the best two-way player that we've seen since MJ. Really?
Yeah. I was gonna say since Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Kawhi plays it.
Yeah. I mean,
because the size of his hands.
Yeah.
And Michael had huge hands too. He had bigger hands than
Hey, cool. And pause, but Kawhi's thicker pause than Kobe too. Like he's a more solid dude.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like he like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could guard more positions. Like you just said, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. He's like Scottie.
Off the leash, a number 1 option, Scottie Pippen.
Right. That's what Scottie I think would be. If he didn't have MJ, he would be out there dropping 30 points a game.
Remember when we went out to Portland? But that was old Scottie, but still.
Yeah, but he was dominant, and they Portland. They went to the Western Conference Finals. They were a layup away. From the finals.
So like that was like that was a good comparison. That was a great comparison because, bro, I'm a fan of defense. So like a lot of people can score. I can score. You can shoot. You can do. You got offense. That's what we all practice on. But when you play defense, I really
Yeah.
respect your game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like I admire dudes that play both ways and take pride in playing both ways. That's what like eventually I didn't like Kobe when he first started. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was kind of pretentious. Little a hole at first. But like, bro, he just kept dropping 40 and locking up the best defender to be a player to the other team. I was like, hey, bro, this dude's hooping. And I
His
can't,
workout was legendary.
yeah, yeah. And I was like, all right, bro, he eventually won me over. But, like, that's what made me, like, peep Kawhi early. And I was like, oh yeah, this dude is taking the challenge of guarding the best player on the opposite team and is scoring. Because that was like when Tim Duncan was still Tim Duncan and he was like he was showing flashes with Tim Duncan,
Yeah.
and that was like, bro, this is a like I say, excellent A1. Um, the the Cleveland Browns, the New York Jets, and one other team I can't think of my name right now. They need to send their personnel down to the Spurs and see whatever process they got going on down there of how to run the organization. They take notes, write everything down, go around there and spend like a month with the organization, please, because your whole organization operations will be 10 times better because this is the staple organization because they might not be good for 2 or 3 years, but every decade for a good 5 to 10 years, they're gonna have a great stretch of not losing that many basketball games.
So speaking of that, give me who you want to win and who do you think's gonna win out west between the Spurs we've just been gushing about and the defending champs, Oklahoma City Thunder.
I want the Spurs to win. I think the Thunder are gonna win.
Really? So why do you want the Spurs? Is it because of Wemby, or is it because
I like the organization there, and I like Wemby. Like I think because, especially right now, I think I want everything good to be good with the Spurs because Pop is going through his stroke situation. I heard like Tim Duncan is there with him on a day-to-day basis, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty special to me because Pop looked out for him. He gonna look out for Pop. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So I think the Spurs. I want the Spurs to win. So that's just my personal a heart attachment to it, and I'm just not a fan of the brand of basketball that the Thunder play.
Really?
The I mean his the with Shea and his reputation of foul baiting that kind of like goes back to like with my James Harden days,
Yeah.
and it's like so. I'm not. I've never been a real big fan of that type of style of basketball. Yeah, I know you're playing within the rules, and I know it's not your job to call the game, but you find the loopholes and you've taken advantage of it, and smirking at guys when you're getting away with it. That kind of like doesn't really sit well with me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, he's the free throw merchant. That's what they call him. And
Yeah.
I'll say this about SGA, and granted, I'll say this also with the statement of I haven't watched a ton of him playing, so you can fill me in on this. When I have watched him play, it doesn't seem like he's trying to get free throw calls the way Harden did, and I'm not knocking Harden the way he did it. I didn't like it either, but to me, Harden seemed much more deliberate. Maybe because he's stronger, so he had to get a hard foul on him for you to even notice it. But Shea, it seems like just it's in the movements of him. When people are trying to block his shot, I guess they think he's moving slower than he is, or I don't know what it is, but he is getting fouled. He is getting fouled. But again, just from what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like he's baiting as much. He's not doing as much pump fakes / duck in and like Harden does. He pump fakes, then jumps into the defender who's jumping up and down, jumps into them, gets the call, goes to the free throw line. I don't see Shea doing that as much like that, but again, I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't think he's doing it necessarily either per se like that. I think to me, I'm seeing him play, and I've seen his athleticism. He plays at a slower pace,
Yeah.
sometimes deliberately than what he can, and it's like he plays into the foul. Like, yeah, he gets fouled, but like he could have went up quicker. He could have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He could have
Yeah.
went around the dude, but he knows the right tempo to go to get the foul. So that's my only thing. Cause like, bro, I can play chess. I can understand what you're doing. I know how to like, change your tempo. When you're quick and you're fast. We know he's super quick. His first step is amazing, and
Yeah.
it's like he'll take the first step, get past you, and then slow down, wait for you. And it's like, I know this. I've done this before. You know what I'm saying? In pickup basketball with taller dudes, just so I could get like to move my back and bump a back, then I can lay it up.
Right.
Because I know I'm not gonna get the foul call if they gonna block it. So I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing it, so it's the way you could do it, so you could know you're deliberately getting the foul. And it's like, I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not totally not because it's a chess movie. It's the game within the game. I just not a fan of it.
I don't like that either. I feel like SGA plays kind of almost like almost a more skillful version of the way Nick Van Exel played. Nick Van Exel he was kind of herky jerky. He played almost like in slow motion, but he had a really quick first step. I mean, he was called Nick the Quick, but he always just kind of rocked you to sleep, and he'd shake people out of their shoes while they're all standing around him underneath the basket, and just making people look foolish. It was a great display of ball control, and I think SGA kind of does that. But in this NBA, Nick didn't get calls back then, but in this NBA, Shea gets calls. But I feel like he plays the same way where he's not jumping, but like you said, he take a quick first step, he waits for you to catch up. While Nick was waiting for people to catch up because now he's going to do a little hop step to the right or to the left to create a space. Shea just says, okay, he's a lot bigger than Nick Van Exel, by the way. He's like,
exactly.
Like 6'5". So he's like, okay, you're not going to get to me, but I'm still going to rise up here. And if I get the foul, then I get the foul. And the refs seem to love SGA. Yeah. They love him. It's like the way they love Luka. Luka gets a lot of foul calls also. He's a little more deliberate with it because he's so big. But the refs love him, man. They love him.
I mean, Shea's a good dude, bro, and he's actually like probably mannerable on court on the court. So it's like I never see him cuss dudes out too much. So it's like,
right. Yeah, and the refs like he doesn't cuss at me, so I'm gonna give him these calls. I don't know, man. That's not true.
I'm just saying. That's outside looking in. That's what it looks. He looks like he's a good guy. That's all. He just looks like he's a cool dude, and he but the same thing. We didn't say the same thing with Steph. You know what I'm saying? Steph was getting calls, and we didn't say the same thing with Steph
because
they complained a
Steph
little
is
bit.
little. We know Steph is so little, and he's not little, but
he's
compared to everyone else, he's little.
That 6'3" look little. You know what I'm saying? But 6'3", you a dude, you a big dude in regular life. So it's like, hey, but on the court, you just look tiny. You know what I'm saying? It just. But hey, shout out Shea. Do his thing. I'm not hating all the way. I just not a fan of that style of basketball. But if you happen to go back to back, I'm not gonna be mad. Do your thing.
I'll say this: sticking with Shea. I know we're gonna switch to a different topic. I'm gonna stick with Shea and how he got MVP again. And to stay what you're saying, that if he goes back to back championship, you're not be upset with him. So he won MVP again. And I was just saying this to my wife earlier that cause she was like, "Oh yeah, he won MVP." I was like, "Yeah, and he ain't gonna win no more." She's like, "Why not?" I was like, "Because of the way he plays. He got an MVP. They're gonna get tired of voting for him again. Just same way Jordan should have won an MVP every single year he was playing. LeBron should have won MVP every single year he's playing. Jokic should have won a lot more MVPs than he's won. Okay, but people get tired of watching certain athletes play the way certain athletes play, and even LeBron, they get tired of him. I don't think they're gonna vote SGA another MVP, even though if he may deserve it. You could have justified giving that MVP to a couple other people. Okay, Shea had a great season, but so did Jokic. Okay, so did Wemby. So did. Well, I'm not gonna say LeBron, but you know what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Someone else get next year. It's probably gonna be Luka. If Luka plays enough games, Luka's gonna get it next year. Calling it right now.
LeBron was like 6 in MVP votes. That's crazy at like 41.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been. That was a popularity thing because he was low in points, rebounds, assists, high in turnovers. But it was impressive being 100 years old. You know, he played pretty good basketball. He played pretty good basketball. Yeah. Speaking of LeBron, man, we talked about it last week. What is he gonna do now? Is he gonna stay? I want to know. Is he gonna stay in LA? Is he gonna get packaged up to the Knicks or someplace else? Is he gonna get dealt to the Cavs and end it where it started? Or is he going to join Steph in Golden State? Because he'd have to go to Golden State because Steph's not going to LA. Would he join Steph in Golden State with him, Steph, Dre, for one more shot at greatness?
Oh, I mean, to me, that's the best bet to go play. You know, if I was Steph, I mean, if I was LeBron, I'm taking, hey, Bronny, we finna go up to state. We finna take I-5 and go to Golden State. Well, not even take I-5. We finna take the jet and fly up to take the jet and fly up to San Francisco. Yeah, because that will get LeBron right in there with those tech deals that's going on in Silicon Valley. Because LeBron James is into that world, and he's been investing. But we've seen how with Andre Iguodala, bro. His portfolio is crazy right now, just from his connections with that team. And same thing with our boy, old school, MC Hammer. Mm-hmm. MC Hammer is caked up right now because of his connections in Silicon Valley. So I'm just saying, if LeBron can get up there, and of course he gonna bring Bronny up there with him.
Of course.
So of course. So long as they don't take my boy Gary Payton Jr. Don't take his spot. I'm cool with that. We had two sons. That might be a first. That might be a first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that'd be awesome for days with Gary Payton Jr. or with his daddy. Like, bro, I played with LeBron, bro.
Yeah.
And I got a ring.
I think Bronny being with Steph, because I'm sure she's spent time with Steph already, but Bronny being with Steph, I think would be great because it's more someone his body type.
Yeah.
You know, smaller. Bronny is a 3-point shooter. Needs to learn, ball handling a little more. He's a good defensive player, but ball handling, how to distribute, how to set guys up, how to use his gravity. But I'm going to ask you this here. Tell me, if LeBron goes to Golden State, which I don't think he will for this reason right here. If he goes to Golden State and he doesn't win, how badly does that affect his legacy? Because of Kevin Durant went to Golden State, won back-to-back championships. Granted, he's younger, but we always put LeBron. We don't compare old LeBron as young LeBron. He's just LeBron James. If he goes to Golden State and doesn't win, doesn't affect Steph. Does it affect LeBron?
I don't think it affects LeBron. Like, we all know, like we just said, he's 100 years old, bro. if he goes down, it's just his final leg of this tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already said, like, I know he got some flack recently about talking bad about Memphis, but he also said, bro, I don't want to go back to Cleveland. Like, I don't like going home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron's a billionaire. He doesn't want to drive around. I hate to say it like that, but in certain inner city towns, and it's like he has that choice. He's a billionaire. Billionaires, they get different treatment. They go different places. It's like, unfortunately, certain places, certain cities don't offer the amenities that certain billionaires like.
Right.
And
yes.
I mean, I know if I'm worth $1 billion, I prefer warm climates. And I'm only going to be that play-in team with warm climates. And unfortunately, San Francisco is not one of those warm climates. It might look like that, but it's kind of chilly up there on that bay. You know what I'm saying?
They get 3 seasons.
Yeah.
They might get a full-blown winter, but they definitely get 3 seasons. It gets chilly up there for sure, and they do get some snow too. They do get some snow. But man, I don't think LeBron's going to go to Golden State. But I tell you this much. If the Knicks don't win a chip this year, it wouldn't surprise me if the Knicks try to get LeBron James for one last push for him, because he gets to be the king of New York, and that would be huge for the NBA. It would be huge for New York. It would be huge for him, especially if he wins a chip up there. And I think that might be enough to entice LeBron James because that will be the legacy needle mover. I think winning another chip in LA doesn't do you anything because you'll just be at 5. You won't be over Michael. If you go back to Cleveland, cool, whatever. You go to Golden State, the same thing. They don't give Kevin Durant the same credit. But if you go to New York and you win one there, you win one in the Mecca, you win one in the Garden, and I think he's still not the GOAT, but you're one step closer. You're now literally at the door, wiping your feet off on Jordan's doormat. You ain't getting in the house, but doggone it, you're at the mat though. I would say you're right there. You win a chip in New York.
Yeah, you win a chip in New York. That's like that's a real big feather in your hat.
Yeah.
Like it ain't too many greats that then did that, especially in modern history. You know what I'm saying?
No. Winning New York?
Yeah.
Nothing
I know.
It's the 70s.
Hey. I wasn't trying to talk down on you, okay?
No, I wasn't alive yet, bro.
I know. I'm just saying. I wasn't trying to go in on the Knicks like that, okay?
No, go in. They deserve it.
Yeah. Okay. I know they have won a championship. I don't know when. Okay. I'm just.
Yeah.
I think was it Earl the Pearl Monroe was with them. I think.
I want to say it was 74.
Yeah. That's what it. Yeah. Exactly. You know, many years before I was born. So I've never seen the Knicks win a championship in my lifetime. But like I said, that'll be awesome. And also, same thing with the same like lucrative off the court, you know what I'm saying, opportunities for LeBron in New York. Same thing how they are with, I mean, Silicon Valley is a different beast, but New York is New York. Okay, that's the city of the world. So the city of the world. So, you know, I can't really say anything bad about New York. I'm not a big fan, but you know, I like, because I'm a country boy. You know what I'm saying? I like the country, but I respect. I understand. I know you can't. It don't get too much bigger than New York City.
No,
and
sir.
LeBron in New York, yeah, the NBA would love that, but they have to get Bronny too. They have to take Bronny. They have to get Bronny.
Of course. Oh, he's gonna work with Brunson.
And then also draft Bryce. Hey,
Hey,
no, do that thing. Do that thing. Rig the draft. You just rigged it for Cooper Flag. Okay, yeah, we seen it. We seen the Cooper Flag stuff. Okay, all right, we ain't dumb. Okay, so do your thing. Do your thing. We get Bryce. It's the 3-son deal. We want it for the culture. Okay. We want it for the culture. That would be amazing to see all 3 of them in the Knicks jersey. Like checking in at the same time. Like it would bring tears to my eyes. I'd be like, oh, this is that might and a chip. And a chip. Okay. We might get another like 2-3 years of it. Let LeBron win a chip next year with the Knicks and they draft Bryce. We might get 3-4 more years of LeBron, bro. Yeah. Okay, you just got me on a tangent. I know. I'm sorry, but yeah, you just my imagination just went there, and it is yes, LeBron James GOAT. And like if he could, especially if Bryce turned out to be like him, which because he's 6'8" right now.
Yeah,
and it's like
he's a big kid.
Like 6'8", and it's like, oh, hey, we know you got the genetics. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like we gonna see the you know the kind of kids is he might not even be done growing.
True.
Like he might be.
How's that?
6'9",
I haven't seen him in a minute. How's that? I mean, he was really athletic when he was young, when he was like, 13, 14, he was real athletic for a 13, 14-year-old. How is he now as a late teen?
We haven't seen. I haven't seen footage. They redshirted him.
All right, I don't know if you saw it because I haven't seen anything. I thought you might
have
seen it.
They redshirted him. So it's like.
Oh, okay.
So, but the thing is, I know, like, because LeBron had him on a program, but now he on a college eating program. They gonna put a little weight to him. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, because that's all he needs is to thick his body out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just always been thin, and he caught them growth spurts real quick. So it's like his body grew real quick, you know what I'm saying? And he needs some time to adjust to it. I know your coordination get off like that too.
Yeah.
When you grow so quick. So it takes some time, but that's the one that I am super excited about. I want to see what Bryce does, and hey, even if the outside chance they draft Carmelo Anthony's son, I'm okay with that too. That'd be awesome for me too. You know what I'm saying? Like I play with you and your son. You know what I'm saying? That'd be awesome. So like that'd be generational. That you know, because yeah, that would be awesome. Like to have some guys that you got drafted with.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That would be super dope.
You play with their son. The longevity of that is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that probably happened already. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody in that draft class. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew a couple dudes said like you played against my dad.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, they said something like LeBron's played against something like 75% of the NFL, like of the total NBA.
Yeah, it was some crazy stat. It's a crazy stat. Yeah, that's
like,
insane to think about that.
What? Yeah, bro, been doing this thing for many moons.
Yes, sir.
But man, I appreciate everybody tuning in to this week's episode of the PlayAction Podcast. Keep tapping us in on all the social platforms. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see y'all again next week. All right, peace.
Welcome to the show where the game comes alive. Breaking down the plays, we keep the spirit high. From the field to the mic with passion and flair. It's the PlayAction Podcast, your ultimate fanfare.
It's all some boys fanfare.